Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. Encourage us more, help us to share our video and also subscribe if you have not subscribed before. Help us to press your subscribe button. And also, if you want to contribute to this platform, to this organization, you can reach us on this number 2345. You can call us, you can WhatsApp us, and also Telegram is allowed. Now we are to continue from where I stopped in our previous video, in our last video, which is we are talking about resolution of several forces, which is we are talking about plenty forces. This is the problem I brought on the last part of the video before now, which I explained this part. I've explained this part. Please make sure you understand that. Make sure you view on the video now. And I told you that to get our marks, to get our you find the acceleration, and I've told you that my force is equals to my force, note, force, weight, my weight is always equals to, this is my weight, while my force equals to ma. Please don't forget, this one is talking about acceleration, and which my weight is talking about gravity, acceleration due to gravity. Now let me explain this very well, and you can understand it. I've explained how this is being formed from this question, and I've explained how this one is being formed. Now this time around, I can now look at the question and face it out. Let me break it down. Okay, break down diagram. Now I want to break down the diagram. Now what I need to do now is that the first thing I will do is that my 30, which is you know that my 30 here, which is I'll be talking about okay, this is my 30 now, which this one will surely be minus f of y, which this one will be f of x, which is no problem. Now another one, which is I have my 30, which is this 30 will surely give me something like this. Call it 30, and this one will be minus f of x and f of y. Please take note of which is this 30, and the last part of it we are talking about this angle, which is 30 of this, which is I'm talking about 30 of that, and which is I'll be having a function its way, which is minus f of x, and this one will be minus f of y. Don't forget, we are referring to a force, which is this force will give me 10 root 3 Newton. Now this force will give me 5 Newton, and this force will give me it will give me 5 root 3 Newton. 10 root 3. Yes, this one is 10, this one will be 5 root 3 Newton. Now that is all what I need. With what we have done earlier, you can understand how this is being formed. Now it means I can now move on. I need to rub this part because just I'll be able to analyze what I'm trying to explain very well. Now once you can get it to this level, it means the question is being solved. If you can get it to this level, it means it's being solved. I can now say that my forces and vertical component and horizontal component. Now I will have it, and I will. Now my vertical component and my horizontal component. Now I will start from the 10 Newton because I have 10 Newton here. which is that one is at origin, which is 0. It's at 0. Now I will move on to 10 origin, 10 Newton, which is I will having 10 Newton, and also 0 Newton. You know what it means that. Now in the next one I'll be having 10 root 3 Newton, which I'll be having 10 root 3 Newton. Hope you know I'm just using sine and cos. Don't forget I'm interacting with sine and cos. With our previous video you will understand that now, which I'll be having minus 10 root 3 sine 30, which the same thing as what? Minus Newton. Calculator, please. Okay, now I just draw my calculator here. Now what I have next is I will have 10 root 3 cos 30, which I'll be having 15 Newton. 15 Newton. Now I'll move on to the next one, which is I'll be talking about 5 Newton. My 5 Newton will give me 5 sine 30 Newton, 5 sine 90, which is equals to 2.5 Newton, and also minus 5 cos 30, which it will give me minus 4.33 Newton. And also I'll move on to the next one, which is I'll be having 5 root 3 Newton, which I'll be having 5 root 3 cos 30, which I'll be having 7.5 Newton, and minus 5 root 3 sine, which I'll be having equals to minus 4.33 Newton. Now, okay, that is what I will down do. I'm now on the total. Before you get this video very well, please make sure you understand our previous video, which is a resolution of several forces, that is very important. Okay, I'm supposed to call it physics. Oh, sorry. This should be a physics. Sorry, not mathematics. I don't know. It's a physics because we're talking about force this time around. Let's call it physics. Please take note. I'm sorry for that. Now, which I have that way. Now I will talk about my total. My total forces, it will be 20 minus 8.6, which is half 11. I have a 0.34 Newton, and also I have 15 minus 8.60, 67, which I will have 6.34 Newton. Now that is what I need. Now since I have it, I cannot continue by having, with this I cannot continue by having what my resolution, my resultant will be equals to 11.34 squared plus 6.34 squared, which we have done this earlier, which I will have root of 128.60 plus 90.20. Now, which I will add up root of 168.8, which I have 12.99 Newton. Now, my answer, my R, will approximately equals to 13 Newton, which is approximately 13 18. Now, that is A of the question, which is A of the question. B of the question, we will have to find my B, we are asked to find force. My force is equals to what I was explaining yesterday, MA. My force is equals to MA. What is my force, which is 13, equals to what is my M? My M is 6 from the question multiplied by what? A, which is my A equals to 13 divided by 6, which I'll be having my A equals to 0.7 meter per second squared. That is my force. That is my acceleration rather. That is all about that. Now, with this, you will understand that it's very, very simple. Okay, let me try to give 2 examples more, and we can see that it will be simple wherever you see it in any of your examination. Now, that is what we are trying to work towards there. Now, I have another problem that you can also, because we're talking about physics, this is not mathematics anyway. It's physics. It can be under mathematics. We call it mechanics. Mechanics. Let me call it physics. Anyway. Now, we call it just coplanar forces. Anyhow. Now, when I have it on this part, okay, I have this question. Forces P of 60 Newton, is 000 Newton, I mean degree. Q 20 Newton of 90 degree. Let me use it. I don't want to use it now. And R of 15 Newton of 180 degree. X of 30 Newton and 270 degree. At a point. Act on a point. On a point. Sorry. On a point. Okay. Calculate their resultant. Calculate their resultant. Now, this is a very good question that anybody can ask you anywhere, which is very simple. Very simple to approach. Now, when I have something like this, solution to this problem, it's very easy to simplify, to work on, because of what? We are just working on the, you have to understand the logic behind bearing before you approach this thing, and note that it's a point, which that point generates compass, which is, for compass is allowed at this point. Now, I can call this plate 0 of what is 0, 0, which is 0, 0 degree, which it will be on the which is 60 Newton. 60 Newton, which is, I'll call it P. Now, I'll call it P. And the next one, I have my Q, which is 90. This is 90. And I'll call this place Q, 90, which is 20 Newton, which is, I'll call it Q. And also, I'll move on again, which is my R. My R is 180, which is 50 Newton, which is my R. And the last one, X. My X is 30 Newton, which is my X. Now, the question is partially solved. It's partially solved. Now, once I have it this way, I will now move on by having my force, my forces, my F of Y, and my F of X. Please take note of vertical component, horizontal component. Please, I can't be writing everything. Please take note of that. Vertical component and horizontal component. Now, F of X and F of Y. Now, I will now be dealing with the force one by one. I will start from P, which is of 60 Newton. 60 Newton, which be, my F of X will be what? Which I'll be having F of X and F of Y, which is, I will have 0. Which is, just like cos 0 is 1, 1 times 60 is always 60 Newton, and sine is 0 is what? Is 0. 0 times any value is equals to 0. Now, and the next one will be Q, which I'll be having 20 Newton. My 20 Newton, my f of y will be equals to 0. Don't forget that these are minus f of x, and these are minus f of y. Please take note of that from our plane. Now, which I will be having that, now f of x will be equals to 20 Newton. Now, I'll move on to the next one, which is I'll be having my r, which my r will be 30 Newton. My 30 Newton, which I'll be having, my r is 50 Newton. My r is 50 Newton, which I'll be having f of y equals to 0. My f of x, it will be equals to 50 Newton. And also move on to the next one, which is my x, which is I have 30 Newton. These are Newton, and I'll be having what is this one? 30 f of y, it will be equals to 0, and f of x will be equals to minus 10 Newton. Please take note of this one. I make mistake here on this part. The first one is to be f of y, it will be equals to minus 50 Newton, and this one will be my f of s, it will be 0 Newton. They are all Newton. I'll forget the number, but 0 Newton is a number. Okay, can we understand what is going on? What I'm just working towards, I'm working towards sine and cos. Please don't forget that. Now, total. My total forces will be what? This. This one will be, it will be, total will be 10 Newton, and also it will be also 10. Okay, 10 Newton and also 10. Okay, it will be also 10 Newton, and also this one will be 10 Newton. 10 Newton. Now, since I have it as 10 Newton and 10 Newton, this one is minus, this is plus, sorry, this is plus. Now, since I have it that way, now it will be minus 10 Newton. Now, since I have it that way, I will continue by my resultant, which equals to root of 10 squared plus minus 10 squared, which my resultant will be equals to 100 plus 100, which is root of 200. 200 will be 10 root 2 Newton. That is my R. My R is to be equals to 10 root 2 Newton. Since I have it that way, I can answer that what my tan theta, which is the angle we are talking about, will be equals to summation of f of y all over summation of f of x, which is 10 all over minus 10, which is equals to minus 1. Now, I can say that what theta equals to tan inverse of minus 1, which I have my theta equals to minus 45 degree. 45 degree. Now, since I have it as minus 41 degree, then I can now say that you have to understand what is called quadrant. It means it's not existing at the first and third quadrant. It means it will be second and the fourth quadrant. Now, if it is second and the fourth quadrant, it means I can answer that 180 minus 45, which is equals to also we'll be having 360 minus 45. Please, what I'm just trying to, I'm working on trigonometry ratio. Quadrant, which is all positive, all those things. I know this is all, this is only sine, only tan, and only cos. Now, it means this positive. Now, minus cos, minus tan. minus cos minus sine, minus tan minus sine. All are positive here. That's what I'm just trying to work on now, which I can now say that I'll be having 135 degree or 315 degree. Now, whatever you out there, that is mine. I can now say that my answer can be what? 10 root 2 Newton, comma what? That is my resultant. That is my resultant, which is equals to my resultant. Now, that is how it always be. Now, that's how it always be. Now, okay, let me just move on to the next one and call it a day. I have a problem this way, and the project question comes this way. Two forces, F1, 8 Newton, comma 30 degree, and F2, 10 Newton, comma and 150 degree. Act on a particle, find the magnitude of the x component of the resultant of the forces. That is all about that. Solution to this problem. Now, solution to this problem. Now, what I need us to do now, I want to apply my bearing. So, apply my bearing. You all know what bearing is saying. That is what I want to apply now. Since I know about bearing, I can now say that what the first one and the second one, that's what I'm working about it, which is the force and the bearing. The force and the bearing, that is what I'm seriously to work on. Okay, with the help of my bearing, I think I can get a very good details. Now, which I will have something like this and something like this. Now, this is my y, which is, we call it f of y. We have been on that since, and this one is f of x. The first thing is what? 30 degree. This is my 30 degree. 30 degree. Now, my force is 8 Newton. My force is 8 Newton. I'll move on to the next one, 150 degree. Now, my 150 degree will be like this, which is my 150 degree. Now, which is on 10 Newton. That is my first thing I'll do. With this, I can now break it down by having 30 degree and also another 60 degree. Now, since I have it this way, I can say that this is 8 Newton and 10 Newton. 10 Newton should be longer. 10 Newton. By so doing that, I've solved my question finished. By so doing that, you can do your work and do it and get it. And should I finish it? How I wish you can do that and get back to me. But let me quickly do that anyway. I can have it this way. I can have it this way. 60 Newton, which is I will have my f of minus y. This one will be f of x. And also, I will have it this way, which is my 30 degree, which is I will have it as a f of x and f of y. Now, since I have it that way, I can now say that my forces, which I will say my forces, and I will say my I'm just working on only S component, which is my f of x, my f of x, which is component. Now, by so doing that, I will get all what I need. I don't need y component because I will not ask to find the y component. By those two minutes, I will now play around with the two forces, which is 8 Newton, which is F1, and the next one is 10 Newton, which is F2. By so doing that, I will do what I need to do, which I'll be having 8 sine 30. My sine 30 is always equals to 1/2, which is I have Newton, and also I'll be working on 10 cos 60, which I'll be having cos 60 is 1/2, which is I'll be having 5 Newton. 5 Newton. Now, by so doing that, my total, which you are asked to find, the total, the resultant of the what, of the resultant of S component, which I'll be having 9 Newton. That is all. That is all we need on this part. In our next video, I'll be working on equilibrium of forces. Equilibrium of forces. That is the next video, which is God will help us to do that for. Now, don't forget that this platform is called Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. Encourage us to share and also subscribe. If you have not subscribed before, help us to press on this subscribe button. And also, if you want to contribute to this platform, we need a lot of things. I'm just begging at this point. We need funds, we need money. Just help us to do one or two things. Now, 2348344959990. That is what we need. You can reach us on call us, WhatsApp us, and you can also Telegram us. Telegram is allowed. Either any of the two, you can use it to reach us. Once again, thanks for watching.